I'm not going to school.
You can't keep taking time off.
Your nana's right. They'll be sending the truant man round.
But if I go, Dad will be here when I get home. I saw him packing this morning.
Look, you can't keep doing this to him, son.
I have to find her.
I know you want to believe that Rachel didn't start that fire, but the one thing that's obvious is that she didn't want to be found, not by you, not by anyone.
I don't want you to go again.
We'll talk about this, right? Come on.
All right, Sammy.
I'll call school, tell them you're having a day off.
Whatever you said to him yesterday, it didn't work.
He's determined to go after her.
Great, well, he'll be playing into Jay's hands, won't he?
Yeah, maybe, but there don't seem to be much we can do about it.
OK, do me a favour, stall him, yeah? I'll find a way of stopping him.
Hey! What do you do barging in here?
Stop messing Sammy about, yeah?
Right. You do realise that we're not married anymore? Huh? I don't have to listen to you.
He's screwing with his head.
No. He wants to find Rachel, and I'm helping him.
All right, helping yourself, more like. You're just using him.
He doesn't seem to think of it like that. No, he thinks you guys are the villains, holding him back.
You're just playing with him. You know very well he loves Rachel.
And I'm bringing the little lovebirds back together. Just like Cupid.
Except you don't want them to be together, do you? Because as soon as he finds her, you're just going to throw her to the wolves.
Now, why would I want to do that?
Because with Rachel in prison, there's nothing stopping you getting your hands on Archie.
What an interesting idea. It's a shame you can't prove that's what's going on.
Well, I was married to you, so I know exactly what you like. I mean, you destroyed our whole marriage for that kid, didn't you?
He's my son. He should be with me.
And that's all that matters, isn't it? You don't care what happens to Sam and Rachel.
Why should I? They're just scum like you. She deserves to go to prison for what she's done, and he's too stupid to realise what's really happening.
So you're finally admitting it, then?
Trouble is, there's nothing that you can do about it. So why don't you toddle off and leave me in peace?
I admire you wanting to stand by Rachel, but maybe now it's time to draw a line under it and face that she's gone.
I can't do that, Dad.
We just don't want to see you being disappointed again, look.
I won't be, because this time I'm going to find her, right?
No, you're not, Sammy, all right? Because Jay's been playing you for a fool.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. It's been true for a long time, all right? I'm sorry to have to be the one to give it to you straight, but sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind.
What are you going on about?
If you find Rachel, Jay is intending on handing her over to the police.
I've told you, he wouldn't do that!
He is counting on you believing in that, but I can prove otherwise, all right? Just listen to this. You don't care what happens to Sam and Rachel.
Why should I? They're just scum like you. She deserves to go to prison for what she's done, and he's too stupid to realise what's really happening.
So you're finally admitting it, then?
Trouble is, there's nothing that you can do about it.
I'm sorry, son. But it's better that you know than set off on some other wasted journey.
What do you mean? I've got double the reason to find her now, haven't I? Samson's definitely going to have to come with me.
What?
Well, I've got to get to her before Jay can, haven't I? Then me, Samson, her and Archie, we'll start a new life somewhere no one can find us.
I don't want to go, Grandad.
But you want to see Rachel and Archie again, don't you?
Not if it means I'll never see Nan or Grandad or any of my friends again.
God, you'll make new friends.
No, he won't, because this is all just a dream. You're not going to find Rachel because she don't want you to.
That's rubbish.
No, it isn't. Just you can't accept it. She doesn't love you. All right, maybe once she did, but not anymore.
I know how Rachel feels better than you, and I know she loves me.
Well, if I loved a man and I was on the run, I'd need to contact him somehow. I'd need to make a phone call, a text, anything. I would need him to know that I wanted us back together. But you've not had a word from Rachel since, have you?
Look, we're not saying she's a bad person. I'm sure she cared about you once, but she's a woman on the run with a little boy.
She's had to let you go, Sammy. I think it's time you did the same, don't you?
Please, Dad.
I know you'll find this hard to believe, but you'll find someone else one day.
Well, that's what you told me when Alice died.
Yeah. And it turned out to be true.
I always knew I were on borrowed time with Alice. I had to make the most of every moment before she died. But it was different with Rachel. It felt like there was nothing we couldn't do if we just stuck together. I know people think I'm stupid, but I'm not that thick that I think I could be that lucky again. All the plans we made, things we were going to do together, places we'd go. None of it's ever going to happen now, is it?
Sorry that she's let you down.
She never let me down. Don't you see? The only reason she went to the police so she could get them off my back.
But she started the fire.
If she started the fire, if it were only because of the way the Macy's were treating me. None of this is Rachel's fault. It's all down to that bloke you're with. He's the one that's took her away from me.
No.
Maybe you don't want to believe it, but I can see it clear as day. This is all Declan's fault.
Well, I guess we'll both be rushed off his feet in a few weeks when carving starts.
I haven't even thought about that. Too much on my mind.
Oh, problems?
Not sure.
Well, where's everybody else today?
Well, that's the problem. James is talking about a deal. It could mean a lot more money coming into the farm.
Sounds like the sort of problem I could do with. So what's the downside?
Well, it wasn't me that found the deal. It was James. And if I say yes, it means him staying on a lot longer.
I guess Kane's not too keen on that.
Well, that's putting it mildly.
Well, maybe a bit of jealousy might keep him on his toes. Well, after all, he's not really got anything to be jealous of, so where's the harm?
It's not quite that simple.
Tell me more.
James used to have a bit of a thing for me, but it was years ago.
Oh, so he's a bit of a dish, and you didn't even know Kane then, so it don't count. Unless you're the someone he was telling me he hadn't ever really got over. Oh, look, Moira, it's still his problem, not yours. So I don't see why you should let it get in the way of a good deal.
Megan, the insurance money has just come through. So everything.
Come out here!
I'll call you back.
You're only going to make it worse.
Leave me alone!
Trying to help you.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You've ruined my life!
No, Rachel did.
Sammy, listen to me. She went on the run because she couldn't face the consequences.
It wasn't like that, and you know it!
You know, sometimes we trust people, Sam, and they let us down.
Don't get off me. Look, it's time to forget her and move on.
You lot, you reckon that she never really loved me, don't you? Well, you're wrong. She did. She does.
He won't be hassling you anymore.
Yeah? He's going to pay for my window.
Yep. Got us a special meal from Marlon, just needs chucking in the oven. What was that wine you like? Some beers for me.
Oh, sounds like it's your lucky day.
Yeah. What are we celebrating?
Just having a quiet night in alone for a change.
Oh, don't worry, I'm out of here.
I know, you're not the one we think will interrupt us.
No, the lads are off into Watton to watch a film, and I can personally guarantee that James is not going to walk through that door tonight.
Oh, he didn't mention it to me, but I suppose he's thrashing out that deal with Charlotte.
It was definitely with Charlotte, but they're not talking business. I just saw him in the wool pack. They are booked into the B&B for the night.
Ah, I had a feeling that she fancied him.
I don't think he feels the same. Wish him the best of luck, eh?
Right, well, I'll stop playing gooseberry and leave you two lovebirds to it.
See ya.
Congratulations.
I think I deserve it.
Well, you've made sure that Sam won't help Jay. You got him off our backs. I'd say that was a good day's work.
Well, maybe you didn't notice what's actually happened here. I've broken Sam's heart.
Listen, I know it must have been painful, but you couldn't let a situation like that carry on. I didn't like what it was doing to you. You'd been so strong up to now. I wasn't sure whether you could see it through. I should have known you'd be strong enough.
You're right. I've never let my feelings stand in the way of what needs to be done, no matter who gets hurt along the way.
Which is why we make such a great team.
Well, you know what? We've both won, haven't we? So we don't need to be a team anymore. So just give me my money and we can move on.
I'd love to, but you know what insurance companies are like.
Oh, come on. You must have been given a date by now.
No. But I'll let you know as soon as it comes in.